Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to, of course, a brand new unboxing video. Today, we've got something pretty awesome, something that I'm very excited for. The lovely folks over at Activision sent over the Dark Edition for Skylanders SuperChargers. So that looks pretty fantastic. Look at all those cool Dark Edition characters, including that Chaos Trap right there. Looks pretty sweet. So I'm very much looking forward to opening this thing up. But first, let's take a look at, of course, the lovely box. As you can see, it looks pretty gosh darn cool. We have some awesome art right up in the front. Of course, this is the Dark Edition, so it's kind of the one step up from just the regular bundle that you can pick up. And then, of course, don't forget that there's a Wii U version and a 3DS version, which has exclusive characters in there, which include, of course, Donkey Kong and Bowser, and they each have their own vehicle as well, the Barrel Blaster, I believe, and the Clown Copter, I want to say it's called. So those are the vehicles that are exclusive to the Nintendo side of things, because those actual Skylanders can also shift on the bottom of their base. You kind of turn the base and they can become amiibos. So that's pretty sweet. So there's lots and lots of different bundles that you can go after in terms of deciding what you want to play on and what kind of figures you want to get. Now, with that in mind, of course, let's get, of course, to opening this thing up. So I've got a trusty pair of scissors that's going to help us cut through the tape. Okay, or maybe not. There we go. It did indeed help us cut through the tape. So let's go ahead and slide this open. By the way, we do have a nice little summary on the side here, which shows to us that included inside is the video game, the new Portal of Power, which is pretty cool. Of course, you don't necessarily have to get it, which is also really nice. So you can use the previous Portal from before. And then the collection poster, which looks pretty awesome. I always love having those posters. They look quite fantastic. And the 5 Skylander figures. Now, technically it says 5 Skylander figures. It really is only 2 Skylander figures, then 2 vehicles, and then 1 cup. So, kind of a technicality, but whatever. So, let's go ahead and open this up. Nice little flap slides open. So we're going to just pull this out. It looks like that's what you get right off the bat to look at you. And then the top part kind of slides out as its own little display case, which is really nice because you could then reseal this and display your figures like this, so that's kind of cool. So let me just go ahead and set the actual skeleton of the box to the side for now. And let's begin, I guess, with this. So first and foremost, we have the game itself, which looks really cool. Of course, Skylanders SuperChargers. We got Trigger Happy, Stealth Elf, and oh my goodness, why am I blanking on his name? Terra Shark? No, I think it's Terra Shark. Is it Terra Shark? I don't recall. But they're the ones that are displayed on the front, which is pretty sweet. And then we have, of course, some vehicular action at the bottom of the case as well. On the inside, just the disc, no inserts or anything like that. So there you go. Then we have the new Portal of Power, which, by the way, is compatible with the last game's traps system. It has a little slot right there that you can slide into the engine of the portal. Oh man, this thing is like really hard to get out. Come on, please! Please, pretty please with the check. There we go. Alright, sorry about all that ruckus. So here's the base. The cool thing about the base I really love is that it's simulated to look like an engine, and then you have flames coming out the sides. So of course it's very thematic to this year's Skylanders. And then of course there's the little insert for the traps. You can see there's also a little spot there for that, which is really nice. It has nice little stickers at the bottom, or like little rubber pieces, so it doesn't slide on the surface, which is great. So as you're putting figures, you're not going to be worried about the actual portal sliding off. Nice little cable, pretty lengthy, for, of course, the USB connection that would go into your system. In this case, that's the PlayStation 4. And yeah, pretty cool looking. I really do like it. I like the little symbols on the sides and such. It looks quite sweet. So, that's the portal there. Alright, then we have the beautiful... Oh man, I love these. These are awesome. I have all of the posters right there. Like if I turn the camera, it's just like a wall of Skylanders. Alright, so let me open this up. Okay, so you guys get to see first this side of things, which has Chaos, and this is the Dark Edition kind of exclusive poster there, so that's pretty awesome. But this side is really the more exciting one, at least in my opinion. because it shows you all the Skylander combinations with their vehicles and such. So it's a cool way to almost act like a checklist. I like how I'm like trying to look into the camera. I'm like, oh, I can't see. But it's a really, really awesome looking combination poster. I love that. That's going to be very handy to remember all the new names. Like, I love having the poster so I can just kind of look over and be like, okay, well, that is Bone Bash, Roller Brawl. Or I look over and I'm like, okay, by the way, that guy's name is Terrafin, not Shark Terror. And there is, I'm trying to look for one that I don't know their name already, Thrillipede, let's say, right? I'm like, oh, I don't remember that guy's name, so it's really cool for that. And then the other thing that it's cool for is just having kind of like a checklist for all the Skylanders that you do not currently own. Alright, so let's just carefully, I don't want to bend this too much. Alright, I'm just going to lay it down on the floor because I don't want to bend it too much. Ooh, what is this? Alright, so first, it looks like a little bit of an instructional booklet of how to connect the portal and such. It's pretty straightforward, so not too much, but you might want to give that a read. And then, I didn't even know that this is included in here. They didn't even write it on the packaging. They have the Battlecast packs right here. And you can go to Skylanders.com/download. Of course, this is the new Skylanders card game that is really, really awesome. So let's see what we get here. Ooh, alright. So we got Spitfire and Stealth Elf. Then you get a little bit of instructions of how to download the game, and it says right here, use these codes to bring your Skylanders to life in a whole new way. Download the free Skylanders Battlecast app, which is pretty awesome. The cars themselves are really nice. Like, the actual quality, I'm surprised that like they feel really, really cool. I love the back of the cars. That looks pretty sweet as well. We have Stealth Elf right here with an Enchanted Blades ability and Nitro Blast ability for Spitfire. Very cool. So we got kind of like one new Skylander, and then one, of course, older revision for Skylander in Stealth Elf, which is really cool. So let's set aside this whole thing. So we're done with that. So we got all the goodies out of there. And then we get to, of course, really the thing that everybody's most excited for, and that's the Skylanders. Alright. Then again, I guess you should be excited for the game itself, because that's really the most important part, but of course we all love the figures. So let's slide this out carefully. I don't even know if I'm... Oh, okay. I'm not holding on to the right part. I'm like, why is it not sliding out? Alright. There's a really cool background to this. You see that? It's almost like a rainbow-like effect. Very nice. I like that quite a bit. And here is, of course, the entire lineup for the Dark Edition. Of course, we get two different vehicles right in here. We get a different Dark Edition Spitfire, and we get a Dark Edition Stealth Elf, as well as the Chaos Cup, which is pretty sweet. So, let's carefully open this. Huh. It's kind of interesting. I never realized that the vehicles don't have bases. Like, they're just like that. Like, they don't have like an actual, like, you know how when we look at the Skylanders, like, let me get out a Skylander here. Alright, come on, get out here, please, pretty please, with a chair on top, there we go. They have like a base, remember? They used to do more of a colored type base. It seems like they've gone away with that for this year, but it's still pretty cool to see that they do have like a little bit of a colorful base. Now, of course, I'm going to zoom in for you guys as well, but here's the little Manta Ray vehicle. Again, I don't know all the names yet. I'm trying to remember the name of this one. I don't remember what the name of this vehicle is. Oh man, maybe it's on the poster? Maybe it's on the poster, I'll be saved by it. Yeah, Sea Shadow, there we go. So this is the Dark Sea Shadow, which looks very, very cool. It's kind of like a Manta Ray-like vehicle. I could totally see some sort of Aquaman villain driving this thing. Then, of course, as I mentioned before, we have Spitfire here. Then Stealth Elf, which has gone through so many different iterations. It's really cool to see how Skylanders, especially if you have a Skylander all the way from Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, and then now, you know, going through Giants, Swap Force, Trap Team, and then all the way now to SuperChargers, how much they've changed, like the design for them and the details and the armor and everything. It's really cool to see. So there's Stealth Elf looking very cool. I like how she still has a little bit of the green element in there. Then we have the Chaos Cup, which I would imagine would be the main driver for getting the Dark Edition, because that thing just looks incredibly cool, and of course is probably going to be, over time, a little bit more of a rare item, I'm guessing. I'm not 100% certain. I'm sure that they will actually release a Chaos Cup separately, like in another pack or something like that, but this is a cool way to get it right off the launch. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, we have Yeah, that's rolling wheels on these things. So just so you know, most of these vehicles have like some sort of an actual like feature to them in terms of like movement and such, which is really neat. Sea Shadow here doesn't seem to have anything like that, unfortunately, but right here on, I think this vehicle's name is Hot Shot or Hot Streak. What is it? Hot Streak. It is Hot Streak. And this thing is really cool looking. Of course, this is a vehicle that you can get in the regular starter pack. This is just the dark edition of that same vehicle. And in fact, I think that the regular one is actually a cooler paint job as it is. So if you're going for the regular edition, you get a way cooler version, in my opinion, of Hot Streak. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, of course, that is the entire squadron. I'm trying to get them in the shot as well. The entire squadron of Skylanders for this particular set. Really cool surprise with the Battlecast cards. I really do like that quite a bit. I'm going to check that game out eventually once we get through SuperChargers and such. I really love the Portal this year. I think it's a nice step up. I wasn't a huge fan, if you remember, of Trap Team's Portal. I was like, okay, it's pretty cool, but nothing exceptionally unique about it. Of course, I did like that it had the speaker and the feature with the Trap Teams. That was kind of cool, but I didn't like the shape of it. This one is a nice step up. I love how they kind of themed it around the engine and everything and the flames on the sides. It's just a nice extra little touch and makes it more worth it to get an additional Portal. So, with that in mind, guys, of course, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed today's unboxing. I'm going to get cracking and open this thing up and get into the game, I should say, because I'm very excited about that. And with that in mind, of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's unboxing, please don't forget to leave a like. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch all you lovely folks next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.